with the rest of the tutorial here. I went ahead and put my design papers on my element right here. I've got my score tape on the back. So we added our papers on the inside. I went ahead and added my spine piece. And then I also added my paper here, and I added my adhesive on the back of my waterfall mechanism. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and, as you can see on the inside, I've put my papers on all of my little pockets. What I did is, because I didn't want to notch out, I used 3x4 journal cards, and so I put them on the back side where there was no notch. But I do want to give you a little tip on this. As you can see, mine are not quite lined up, but here's the reason why. And I knew this, and I don't know why I did it wrong, but I did. But anyway, so because I didn't want to trim these are 3x4, the pocket fronts are. So I didn't want to trim these down too much. So I cut these at 2 7/8 by 3 7/8. So what you want to do is to cut the notch here is you want to take your 2 7/8 by 3 7/8 piece of design paper. You're going to get your envelope punch board if you use the punch board in the beginning. And whatever paper you want showing, you want to put that face down. So for example, I want this to be on the top. So I want to take it, I want to flip it over, and I want to put this at the 1 3/8 mark. Now, I forgot to do that when I was doing this. I wasn't paying any attention, and that's why mine are off, and I'll show you here. So I've got the paper I want showing face down, and I'm going to line this up at 1 3/8, and I'm going to punch, and then I'm going to take it, and if you'll notice, see right here how it fits a lot better. So just remember, that's your little tip, and I don't know what I was thinking, because I had mine this way, and as you'll see, it's like way off over here. So make sure the paper you want showing on the top of your pocket, you take your paper and put it face down in your punch board. All right, so I went ahead and decorated all of mine, and I decorated all of my little tags. I left them blank for my photos on the inside. So those are all done, and I put those inside as well. So now we're going to go ahead and put these items in our book. So the first thing we're going to do is move this out of the way. We'll just go ahead and add the accordion pocket. And again, I went ahead and added my adhesive. If you want, or if you're going to use wet glue, go ahead and add your wet glue here on the back. I'm going to use score tape because I like it. And we're going to take this little accordion pocket here. Now this is the top of our book, and it's going to open like this. This is going to be on the top, and the waterfall is going to be on the bottom, or you can reverse it if you want. And here we go. So I'm going to scoot this a little closer to me. And I'm just going to center it top to bottom and left to right. That looks pretty good right there. And I'm going to stick it down. I've added my design paper here on the inside. This piece that I put right in here, you don't have to go all the way down. So I think I only cut mine to like, 2 inches. And I added a little sticker there. So that is all done. Now we're going to take this and we're going to stick it in here like this. So what I'm going to do, I think, because I'm not a big fan of having such large gussets, but I really wanted to keep this as level as I could. I'm going to open it up like this, and I'm going to line up this score line right here, this fold, with my design paper that I put here. And I'm going to line it, the bottom edge up with the bottom corner. So it's going to be to the bottom, and all you're going to see is some of the red here at the top. Okay, so I'm going to flip it over. And again, I added a lot of double-sided tape because I want to make sure that it doesn't go anywhere. Probably went a little overboard, but that's all right. Look I got ribbon underneath there, a little board. Okay, so again, don't do that. See, look at that. Oh, this is the Prima tape, and it's like super sticky. All right, I'm going to line that up with the corner. so. And like so. And we're just gonna, I might have to cut a piece of paper to put there. That's gonna bug me. Let's see, I make mistakes too. It's all good. All right. So that's going to go like that, and that's going to go like that, and we'll figure out something to do there. Even if I just ink it or cut another little piece of paper, or I have a border sticker I can stick on there. I'm not worried about that. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and put our, so the, see, look, that's perfect. Having that 1 1/4 inch spine. And I did add paper here on these little pieces here. I made those like 1/2 inch. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and add our papers on the front and the back. So I'm going to flip it over, but before I do that, I want to have a ribbon closure. If you don't want a ribbon closure, then you don't need to do this, but these are the 2 ribbons I'm going to use, and I'm going to have a double ribbon because I kind of like the green here with the brown. So what I'm going to do is you want to cut yourself some ribbon so you have, you know, enough to make a bow. I usually make mine a little extra long and then end up trimming it after I do it. So I'm going to put this in the middle. There's the center of my spine. So it's going to go like that. So I'm going to take some tape just to hold it down till I get my papers on there. And I'm just eyeballing it here in the center. That looks good. I'm going to put another piece here. And a piece on the spine. I like to put my ribbon underneath my paper on the front, the spine, and the back. I've done it different ways, but this is my preferred method. You can just put it underneath the front if you want, and then just have it wrap around the back, but I'm going to have it underneath all the papers. All right. So I'm going to take this off. And again, this is just to tack it down so we can put our paper on so it doesn't move. All right, so I'm going to fold this in half, kind of crease it there, and I'm just going to eyeball it. I'm going to put it like right there. Oopsie. And right there. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to add this green on top of it as well. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to add a little bit of tape. You don't have to do 2 ribbons. I just kind of like that green. Again, this is just to hold the ribbon in place till we get the papers on there. Okay. So I'm going to find the middle. And I'm going to put it, I'm going to center it on top of the tan colored ribbon. Like so, and like so. Okay, now we can go ahead and add our papers. I'm going to add my spine paper. No, I'm going to add my back paper first. So we're going to close this up. I'm going to flip it over this way because this is the back. And here's my paper for the back. And again, I made it I left a 1/4 inch border, so I made it a 1/4 inch smaller, so it's, I think it's 8 3/4 by 4 1/4. Yes, 8 3/4 by 4 1/4. And I'm going to use my wet glue for this. I know, right? You're shocked. Gonna go just like that. Catching that ribbon. Now I'm going to flip it over and do the front, like so. Again, I'm going to use my wet glue. And what I did on the front cover is I went ahead and decorated it. I wanted to keep it pretty simple. I didn't want a lot of stuff on here. So I had this gold glitter tape left over from it's a Heidi Swap, that marquee tape. They come in these big wide rolls. I bought a bunch of it when it was on clearance, and I had a little bit left. I did cut it in half because it's a 2-inch tape, so I cut it in half. So I just kind of wrapped it so it looked like a little present, and I die cut a white doily. This is a little sticker here, and then I die cut this poinsettia using the new Lawn Fawn Stitch poinsettia die. It's one of my favorites. It's my new favorite for poinsettias. So I used that, and I used the solids that matched this collection for that. So I'm going to go ahead and I did pop up the doily here, and I die cut the doily from die from My Creative Time. And then this little Peace and Joy, that's a sticker from the sticker sheet. Super simple, but I thought it was kind of pretty and simple. Made it look like a little Christmas package. So I'm going to add my glue to this. And because I've got that glitter back here, that's why I want to use the wet glue too as well. I did wrap this glitter tape to the back. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this down, catching the ribbon in there as well. Ta-da! Okay, now all we have left is the little spine piece. And I got that right there. I usually cut my spine piece a little bit larger because of the space between your chipboard, and I want to make sure that I don't have a bunch of the craft showing. So we're going to add that next. And there we go. So then we just have to tie it closed like that. Super pretty. And when you use 2 ribbons, and it's kind of like a double bow. So there we go. And then I might knot the ends like I did on the other one. But there you have it. That's our cute little waterfall tag mini album or folio. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Well, I haven't done a tutorial in a long time. I feel like I made a lot of mistakes, but anyway, hope you liked it. So that's gonna be it. Again, I'll just really quick show you what I did. So again, we have the papers here, and then this is a magnet closure, and it's got lots of room in there, so you can put lots of photos. Be a cute place to put like some, you know, those Christmas cards that people send you with all the pictures of the family. You can stick those in there. This would be also, this design would be super fun. Somebody had commented on the other project. Be cute as a baby book, because you've got 12 pockets. You could do 1 month, 2 month, you know, their first year. That would be a super cute idea. And a countdown. Again, 12 days of Christmas. You could do numbers on here. I might do that with this. I don't know what I'm going to do with this one, but hey, I got my album ready for next year, right? So there you go, everybody. There you have it. Thank you so much for your patience and for watching, and I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and thanks for watching. Bye.